So the artist formerly known as Beeple just sold a record-breaking digital art piece for $69 million. Let that sink in. Hey, what's up you guys? This is Rob here and welcome back to my channel where I talk about personal finance, investing, and wealth building news that will hopefully build your bank account. So today's topic, I'm not gonna lie, it was extremely fun learning about, and I'm talking about the new asset class NFTs. So NFTs, also known as non-fungible tokens, have completely exploded over the news in the past year, seeing record-breaking sales in 2020, and it looks like it's going to repeat in 2021. So you may have heard of NFTs and been a little bit confused about it, don't know what it is. Well, luckily I spent hours and hours doing research and listening to podcasts and other mediums talk about the subject, so I'm a little bit less confused, which is great because now I am going to take that information that I I researched, and I'm going to share with you guys, the community, so hopefully you can jump in as an investor and possibly make some good trades. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when I first heard about NFTs, I really didn't pay attention to it due to the fact I thought it was like all hype. But after listening to people like Gary Vee and other content creators and other people in that space who know more about it, I've come to realize that NFTs will have a huge impact on the future of artistry, just in general. So today's video will not get into the technical aspects of NFTs. However, I will be talking about like what an NFT is, how it is a new digital class, and finally I will talk about some examples of artists making millions of dollars on this new space. And as a bonus, because you guys care, I will be giving my outtake and my opinion on NFTs and where I see it going in the future and pretty much in the macro. But before we get into the video, please tell me what you guys think of my new studio. Right? I'm in a hotel. Pretty awesome. So anyway, before we get into the video, do me a favor, please smash the like button, subscribe, and do all the things so I won't have to beg for it later. With that being said, let's go. So first off, a NFT, also known as a non-fungible token, is a cryptocurrency. An NFT acts as a digital certificate of authenticity. Yeah. So whenever you buy or sell a NFT, it is put on the blockchain ledger and is cemented in history. Meaning, whenever you trade an NFT, it comes with a transaction history. So it's a history of like a who, what, when, where, and how. Additionally, that information is encrypted, so nobody will be able to copy your favorite creator's swagger. Next, I'd like to talk about what a digital asset is. It's pretty much an asset that is digital, right? So think about YouTube, or think about social media platforms, or think about digital documents. Those can be considered digital assets. And if you're wondering what an asset is, I made a video, I want to say a week or 2 weeks ago, talking about the exact subject. I will link it in the description below so you can check it out. So combining those two, you get an NFT as a digital asset. Through websites like OpenSea or Rarible, you are able to search and buy products or sell products on their websites. Think of it as a marketplace. What I will do is I will link in the description below OpenSea, so you can take a look at it. I don't receive any compensation. I just want you guys to look at it, figure it out, and like I said, maybe in the future, possibly learn how to trade on it, making some money. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about NFTs and their work becoming a new booming asset class. So stick with me here, right? So remember earlier I mentioned that NFTs have transaction history. They also are encrypted, so they can't be copied, right? The original pieces can't be copied, right? Because this is going to be important because I'm about to dive into supply and demand. Okay, so think about your favorite content creators. Think Mr. Beast or think about Andre Jink, right? Think about early in their YouTube careers, they decided to make 3 pieces each of digital artwork, digital NFTs, right? Only 3 pieces out there in the world. As they're, and let's just say they cost like $500. You pick it up for $500. As their popularity soars through YouTube, how many people do you think would want to buy that original digital art piece that you bought for $500, right? Because a lot of fans, they like to support their favorite content creators or they like to buy their merch. So if you bought it for $500 in the beginning and now they have millions of followers, how much do you think you would be able to sell that for? Supply and demand, scarcity, probably a lot of money. Comment below what how much you think they could sell for. For me personally, I think they will be able to, or you would be able to sell that NFT digital art for over 100 grand. Oh, and a bonus: uh, the original creator of that NFT will also receive royalties. All right, we are at the part of the video you probably clicked on this video in the first place, and that is to find out about the artist making money. So first off, we got the artist formerly known as Beeple, which I am probably the only person that calls him that. He was able to sell a digital art piece for $69 million. It's called the First 5,000 Days, where every day for 5,000 days, he would make a digital art piece. He sold it through the auction house called Christie's, which if you didn't know, they are pretty famous for selling off famous artwork. I just found that out when I was doing this research. Next up, you have the EDM DJ known as Blau. He sold the world's first crypto album for a stunning $11 million. All the proceeds is going to go to him. And if anyone ever starts to sell his album afterwards, he will always receive royalties. And finally, we have Grimes, a musician I just heard of, who just sold a NFT asset for $6 million. All right, so this part of the video, I'm just going to give my outtake on NFTs. Unscripted, this is just me doing thousands of hours of research, right? I think NFTs are going to take off in the future. I'm talking about to the moon, right? So the application to NFTs is almost endless, right? Think about this, right? Think about your favorite content creator. Let's give an example of Gary Vee, right? Say, for instance, Gary Vee, he is selling a weekly mentorship program through the NFT space, right? So for life, as long as you have that NFT, that token, you're able to have a weekly mentorship group with him for life, as long as you hold it, right? But say, for instance, one day you decide, all right, well, I want to sell this because you got as much mentorship from him as you possibly could get, right? Invaluable mentorship. Now think, all right, well, I'm done with this token. I want to sell this token to someone else. Boom, you just made magic, right? You sold it for a huge profit. Gary Vee gets some royalties over it. And also Gary Vee now has a new mentee. And that is also just, it's pretty crazy, pretty amazing. That's where the space can take off. Another example as well is LeBron James. If you don't know who he is, he's a famous basketball player. What if he decided to create a limited edition artwork, one of one, right? And also from that one of one, or not one of one, yeah, for one of one, And let's just say if you buy it, you also get basketball lessons from them. That is all possible through this NFT project that's going on. And it's just going to be insane in the future. All right, guys. Thanks for staying to the end. I greatly appreciate it. If you can do me a favor and smash the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, just do all the things. It will continue to help our community grow. I appreciate it. Y'all stay safe. Till next time.